Hello and welcome, Yig here. Today we're looking at Yaoling Mythical Journey, but we're not looking at Wave the Keeper. We'll be looking at the Hearth Siege game mode, which came out about 2 weeks ago. So, this is a creature tamer auto battler. It's actually why I'm talking about it, and I'll get to that in just 1 second. With really cool, like the whole. The art style and the way everything is presented is really cool. I really like it a lot. So if you like what you see here, there'll be a link to the Steam page in the description if you want to pick it up for yourself or put it in your wish list. It is still in early access. If you want to help the channel grow, subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff. All right, so jumping in, we have Guard Records. This mode is a little bit different, and I'll probably do one again, but I've done a previous video over here. So we have memories, which I don't know all what they are. My current level in this is 4. Now, what your levels do is they give you the ability to pick more things at the beginning. So I just unlocked this. A high spirit. Okay, we'll try that. And then I really like this one. And they have these too. So you have kind of ways to make things harder. And I wonder if those give you better loot. Now, you start off with a couple of these guys, and then as you go up in levels in this mode, you'll get more people that you can use as your starters. So let's see what he looks like. Okay, I want this guy, because we just unlocked him. I almost always end up taking this one, because this one heals you, and I cannot tell you how important it is to have somebody healing. You will get mulched if you don't. Like, you're just not going to get anywhere. And I think we might end up taking him. I don't think I have another tanky guy, so we'll end up taking him. So let's get him in there. All right. 2 minutes. Not terrible length for an intro. Okay, so real quick, when you're putting these out in the beginning, this mode is they call it a defense mode. What it is it's just a series of battles. So I kind of feel like it's a little mini roguelite mode. So let's give ourselves some positioning. Now this is an auto battler, the main mode. Let's get ourselves battling, speed up off, because it's easier to see what's going on at that point. We're doing a wreck in this guy. Now I've been playing up here. I've gotten to about level 20 2 or 3 times. Pretty decently common. So your initial ones start off at level 10, which is very nice. I think... I wonder. I felt like I started off at 15 once, which was weird. Maybe that was changed. All right, so in between each one of these, you have your days up here. Days lasted. Like I said, I've come out to about 18 or 19, sometimes even 20. Pretty good before things just ramp up a little farther than I've been able to do. Now, you can also level up your shop to get better stuff in here, and you can use this guy right here and feed him cash to give you more coins. If you're not going to buy anything in the very, very beginning of the game, like we won't be doing here, because we don't need any of this stuff. This would be nice because it's 20, and this is just okay. So we're just going to skip this one, and we're going to feed him. And that'll give us an extra 5 on top of that, so it's going to give us 30. So I don't know how quickly it's actually going to pay for itself at 150 coins. 150 coins, you'd have to last 15 days for that upgrade to actually pay for itself. I don't think that's a very good deal now that I think about that. All right, so let's jump in there. Okay, we still have that. Now, one of the cool things is you can look at your opponent's stats and things like that. And just like in the real game, you can actually capture them. Now, what I am specifically looking for is if we see any Yaolings that teleport to the back. Because I did find that in this mode, having at least one sort of assassin is what I would call that gameplay style. Oh yeah, there's so many cool things. This is cool. You can increase your stats on one guy. You can take 2 Yaolings and get rid of one in a totally safe way and transfer some of its stats to your Yaoling. You can also receive two divine seals, which is not bad at all. And I think this time we will do that because those will give us just a guaranteed capture. In the store up here, these are traits. There are also bigger rock-looking things that are that are like abilities. Okay, we're just gonna go here because we're gonna get our shop up one here right now. I'd like to do that kind of early. Okay, so we would like optimally to catch this. If you see the crown up here, that means that he's a little bit special. He's a little beefy. So in his case, he's got plus 10 extra attack. So we will kind of want to grab him as soon as we can. Now, I'm going to try and grab him at the very beginning of the battle, but otherwise these guys should be pretty easy to do. So we're going to try and grab him. It might not catch him because he's not injured at all. Oh, nope, we caught him right off. Never mind. And again, we are looking for one that's going to teleport back here. Generally, you want a couple of guys, if possible, to be of the bigger kind, the nicer guys. Ah, there we go. So here's the bigger rocks, and this is an actual ability. So every 3 seconds, the next attack strikes twice. That's actually super strong and very tempting. Especially on someone like, if you look at if you look at him, his attack speed is pretty okay. But we have some we have some that are good, that are pretty good. So you could actually stack that. Like, look at the stats like these guys get though. Crazy. Extra 60 mana, increased shield gains, movement speed, weight, and knockback. So he actually lost mana recharge, but he's getting a whole bunch of bonus damage. Those guys with the little crown on them, they are simply better in most cases. Gain 100 mana, 180 mana. We will use that later. Not right now. I'm tempted to buy one of these, but we'll go later. An extra 90 damage for that's fairly cheap. And I will buy this, and we'll get our $500 shop upgrade next turn. All right, we can actually already put him on field, which is great. Every so many days, you've got another thing. Yeah, these butterflies. Oh, man. That's part of the reason I was saying you need somebody who can, like, teleport back there and just chew them up, because otherwise they are going to do mean things to you. Now, interestingly enough, the shop in here, when you lock it, locks everything. You can't lock an individual item. So hopefully, if you have an individual item that you really, really want, hopefully, you don't mind what else is there. All right. That'll upgrade our shop. Let's get him down here because he's our primary sort of DPS. We'll go down here. Now now this bar that I'm going to show you in just a moment. Oh. Hold on. Okay, we'll grab him. He might have done it. I don't know if he did. We'll find out when we'll pop him in battle and see if we want to keep him. Those little snakes actually hurt. My little guy didn't summon nearly as fast as that guy did, though. All right, let's see. Level up a let's go ahead and increase some stats here. You could increase the stats on 2 people. Sometimes you'll want to do that. Sometimes you won't. Links to a random location when hit. Okay, so he's not as good as I was hoping he was. I want to see what happens when you just do it to one person. Do they get 2 stats or just 1? Because normally it gives 1 across the board. It only gives 1, so you definitely want to make sure you do 2. Do not do what I just did. All right. Let's see. Decree is nice because you can tell them to target something in specific. We're going to end up with a new slot here. You cannot catch these. Much to my eternal disappointment. When you use a seal on them, it just takes a huge chunk of damage. I was very, very disappointed when I found that out. All right, let's go ahead and speed this one up because we really can't do anything in here, and we're not having a problem living, so we're going to speed that up just a little bit. That way we can get through a few more rounds, and that way you can get a good view of what's going on and get an idea of, this is one game mode. The other game mode is basically the fights are this, but the rest of it is going around in a very top-down RPG sort of thing with a really cool story and very expansive world, and it's actually really neat. And it is on sale right now, which is actually one of the reasons that I wanted to make this video, because this is a really great game, and it is on sale right now because they're doing a Creature Collector Fest on Steam. Oh, we got one. Okay, so if this guy, let's see. Sniper. He's okay. Eye candy. Weak to pierce. Pull the furthest opponent to self. Yeah, I don't think either of these guys are going to do what we want them to do. Griefer. That's funny. So, I think it's just a matter of catching this guy. And we might as well start at the very beginning. I mean, if we throw away one seal, it's not that big of a deal, but removing that damage from it is actually really good. So, that works out well for us. He wasn't the best, but he's a good bench warmer. He's a warm body. Also, you can also come in here, by the way, you can actually sell Yaolings if you have an excess of them for 100 coins apiece, from what I can tell. I don't think it goes up with level or anything, so maybe. All right, let's level up our shop. This right here, though, I did want to talk about real quick. This is your life. It is your spirit shrine. It is also how you spend these points is when these guys get hurt. Notice the colored blue, both places. That is why. When these guys get hurt, it takes out of there to heal them in between battles. So if you... Oftentimes, this is one thing I will say. In fact, this fight may actually show it, because I've had a lot of trouble with these particular guys because they generate so many... This is why I was saying you need a guy who can kill things way in the background. Because what happens is you'll get clusters of guys that summon people like these guys, and they'll just overwhelm you where you can't do anything because you're always fighting their summons. And that's, it happens. It's not a big deal. Inherit stats. Okay, I think we're going to go with this one. Now, this is an interesting thing because it works different than I thought it does. I have not tried this one, but I'm going to show you what this one does because it's kind of cool. So we take a Yaoling and we choose the Yaoling. We want to... Essentially, we're rolling him up into something else. So we're going to take this Yaoling. We're going to choose him. He's not that important to us. Now it has turned into this, but if you notice over here, we have 4 more rounds we can do, and the shiny factor is up. The shiny factor makes everything better. So we go for another round. It's still this. Hopefully it'll turn into something else. Does not teleport behind anything, which is what I'm hoping to get. Okay, so we didn't get a shiny, but they are very, 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 very incredible. We still have this fault chance, by the way, means that the whole thing can just come to a screeching halt, and you get nothing. Okay, so we'll keep this because he is shiny, and he has a lot of stuff to speak of there. Ooh. This is kind of cool. This, by the way, heals part of this, which makes it really good to get. We probably want to grab that, and we're going to grab that. I should probably be using more of these, but I don't feel like I know them well enough to do that. Okay, we got a wolf down here. We need to be... Okay, this guy right here. All right, we don't have a space for the new person. For our bat. Oh, yeah, we do. Hold on. No, we don't. Okay, so what we could do, though, is we could take... You do... No, you're good. You, on the other hand, right there, I think, outside of Proud, we just have range here. So let's just go ahead and put him away for a moment. Let's take out that shiny bat, and we'll go see how he does. Now, he is getting forward, which is good. Sometimes, though, like I said, like the supports, it can be really hard to get the supports killed if the front line is good and you don't have a guy who's like popping over there to blow everything up. I got one by accident in one run, and it, like, from doing the upgrade thing that we were just doing. We probably need one of these. I keep spinning it down. Yeah, see, if you looked, our life is at like half. So let's see here. Let's go. Since this one's going to be a pain, they come from all sides, and then we end up spreading out all the time. So that one's kind of... We have to last out this clock. This is a reverse timer one mission, which is kind of interesting. Normally it's just kill until you can't kill anymore. And, oh, So this little porcupine looking thing that you'll see pop up in here. I had one earlier, a shiny one earlier that had one of their traits is damage return because it's a porcupine. It looks like this, right there. And but mine had a trait on it that every time it got hit, it teleported to a different location. So he was never effective at using the thorns because he would just nope out to a different part of the screen the whole time. Oh, wow. Ooh. I mean, on the one side, I kind of, well, you know what? We can do both. Let's do both. Why not do both? Yeah, see, this is how much life we've had to refill. There's a couple of missions that are super hard about that. Do we have anybody over here? Okay, maybe. No. Oh, hold on. Oh, no. I forgot to turn the speed up off. Okay, well, we can turn it back on at this point. At least until the next fight. Okay, are we almost there? Look at that backline. Look at how tough that backline has been. That backline survived all that. And it's just because I desperately am in need of a person who does the teleport. And there was one on screen for a brief moment before he died. Shop for rare talent jades. That's not a bad idea. Half off. I don't think that. Yeah, I guess we'll do that. Half off. Let's see. Oh, it's too bad the half off can't stack with the other half off because that'd be great. Then it would be all the way off. Max hit point increase? That's not bad. I had one earlier that was really good. Hey, man. Okay, well, you know what? We're just gonna go to the next place. All right. Ooh. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Okay, let's see. Divine Seal. There we go. Boop. Do me a favor. Thank you. I appreciate that. All kinds of appreciate that. If there was a teleporter, I literally didn't catch it because I was after the crown. 90 damage. That was not a lot of damage. I expected 90 damage to be a bit more than that. How many hit points do they have like 1,000 some hit points and stuff. That's right. Because this dude had like 1,500 right here. And this guy, he was hanging in there. He did not want to go anywhere else. That's probably not a bad idea for when we need to direct traffic right there. Grants them invulnerable. Ooh, that is tempting. See, this is my problem. I shop in here too much because I'm like, okay, I want some of this. I want some of these. Let's see what this 10% stacks drain 10% of current hit point. No, I have enough problems keeping my Yaolings alive as it is. I'm bad. Hey, we got a crown that we can use here. What do you do? Anyway, you do wind collar, high voltage, evasive. Oh, nice. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, you just stand in front. That's what you do. Unfortunately, we can't catch any of these because that is another tamer. So yeah, this game is actually really fun. And like I said, there's a whole RPG around... Oh, my. Is it 2, I think? Okay, that'll hurt that one. Okay, we're going to go ahead and give you some more hit points. I thought I had picked up that one that I didn't. Oh, that's right. I didn't pick up the one that did the AoE. I thought I had for a second there, but nope, I definitely did not. All right, we got through. We only had to even use one thing most of the time. But yeah, so there's a whole RPG with town, village, and you got to travel around. Like it is the very normal creature tamer, creature collector sort of thing. Very, very Pokemon-esque, but with a very Mystic China theme. Well, the art style and the themes and the way the cities are. And this is an extra mode that they just recently patched in right here. That's sort of this mini roguelite mode. And I really like the fact that this game is just one, besides it looking incredible. Everything seems really creative. I kind of want to lock that. And maybe we grab it. Okay, anybody of particular interest? Okay, well, we hit the battle button. No one has teleported. So that's maybe a bit disappointing. I think I'm going to grab this sword. And if I can, this guy. Doesn't necessarily mean we're going to use them all. The big guy probably would have worked. Probably would have been a little better. But we may not end up using them. We can always sell them. And at 100 apiece, they basically pay for your replacement. Level up the Yaoling. We do have coins, but I don't want to use them for that. So let's level up a Yaoling. Who is on the slacker tier? Especially... Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Okay, so we're going to we'll give the basic training mode. So up to level 20 now, that works out pretty well. All right, let's see. Receiving damage or decrease that damage. That's not bad. This was the one. So when struck by a killing blow, this Yaoling can just stay alive. Okay, we do need... This one does work, by the way. The longer the battle goes, the higher the percentage. Real nice. All right, yeah, see, for our backpack, basically, we're not going to end up using everybody here. There's going to be... The reason I got this guy, though, is this. Because he's going to be granting some shields, and I think that will actually end up being somewhat important. And I just gave him a whole bunch of stuff. Unlock that. I just gave him a bunch of money by accident. All right, did we have our new place yet? No. So I'm thinking we take you out and we replace you with you for the moment. And hopefully you'll shield these two guys. All right, hopefully one of these guys... Oh, man, the game is... Now we're not even encountering... Oh, hold on. You did some shenanigans, sir. Yeah, that thing right there. Like, I'm getting chewed up by these, but my guy would teleport away every time I... So there was instead of being like a bunch of hits hitting the damage shield, it would be like one. It worked for like maybe 2 shots. I was like, okay, I see how it is. Reduce healing, but grants the target a buff that applies stats. Maybe not. I think we're actually okay. Again, I'd like to power up the shop a little bit. I do like doing that. That may actually be why I lose a lot. I wish I could capture you. All right, let's see what we have here. Okay, so we did have... Which guy was it? Okay, so you are... Okay, let's take one person out. Take the bat out. We have this guy, who is... That guy? We have this guy. Okay, that was the guy. We were going to test that to see if he does the teleporty thing. Okay, and I think we are full on battle positions. Do you do Okay, yeah, blink behind the furthest target. Yes, okay. Okay, so he's going to do backline damage. All right, let's see. I mean, wow. Oh, that was a little rough. Let's turn that speed up just a little bit again. Try to get past this one. Almost there we go. Oh, I missed turn into down. All right, though. We did make that, so we're getting up there. Like 1 or 2 more days will be where I capped out. I think I'm going to have to do that. Even though I kind of think that... Oh, I remember... Oh. That is really strong. That is really, really strong. I remember what happened. I upgraded, I evolved this, and she went crazy and made us like invulnerable to everything. All right, let's see here. Okay. I want to see the sword. I want to get the sword out there, but I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna cram ourselves up in this corner. Okay, so he's a little weird. We have to give him that. Our mouse is a little strange, our teleporting mouse, because it is relative to his position who the farthest is. So he kind of teleports past everybody and then starts bouncing around the screen. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it was not what I was expecting. Okay, now this right here. This is what I did. I went over here and I said evolve, and then we can evolve, which I think is cool because we have a couple evolutions too, by the way. So there's like at least 3 stages of evolutions for everything that I've seen so far, and some of them have branching paths as well. So we went from tiny to small. Story of my life. All right, let's see here. Projectiles can bounce when attacking. Man, if I had the right people, that would be amazing. If we go this one more fight here without spending too much. Oh, I don't trust you. Final flare. Oh no, everyone's gonna die. Because these things are gonna martyrdom grenade all my guys to death. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, the shield. The shield saved us. The shield saved us. This dude came in clutch. Oh, that was amazing. Our shield saved us. Okay, we don't have any money now because we're... for 40, I'll take that. 19. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so this... I think there's going to be a guy in here. This guy might be our guy right here. Because he produces snakes. Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. We have more room now. Oh. Do we take him or do we just go straight with him? I mean, he's generally going to be better. It's almost tempting. I'm just watching for something to show up back here in our back line real quick. Because if there's nothing that shows up in our back line, nah, he's just bouncing around murdering everything. So what we can do, though, is we can just remove this from the equation. Maybe. There we go. Yeah. Oh, he has made us so sturdy. So sturdy. Because look, he's got shields on 3 people at any given time. We are so sturdy right now. I wonder how long that lasts. Oh, that's kind of tempting. You know, 15% when casting an ability. That's actually super. Disable all other talents. Every other talent is increased. Every other talent increases to 6 base stats by 11. Wow, that would add up really fast. This is super tempting, though. We don't need that anymore, which I genuinely surprised. Let's grab this seal and let's go for the next fight. All right, now we're in one of these, and we can pick and choose from up here too. So, as we go and do our battle, and as these guys get killed and then respawned in, sometimes I believe that you can get ones who are marked. Oh, they're not showing up here though. Oh wait, no, that's this guy. Okay, so we'd have to look up each individual one. That would be really hard to do. Unless you could genuinely tell that they're a big one, it's kind of hard to do. Although we could watch out for a teleporter, because again, like with them doing just crazy stuff, we might have teleporters around here somewhere. You see, when his mana gets full, he starts. These guys just run, so they're not it. That's what we can say about that one. Not it. Look how sturdy he's done, though. Like, he's just sitting there, like, tanking so much damage while everything else gets killed. Like, in a normal match, he's making us go so much farther. Okay, we got 2 seconds. I was about to speed up the fight, but then the problem with speeding up the fight is the next fight begins at that speed. All right, let's see what we get here. You know what? Let's hire let's hire. I haven't hired anyone. Ooh. Sword art. Fire bow. Solar quake. Oh, Nibbo. Nibbo, we buy you. All right, that still leaves us 292, which means we can grab an advanced seal. And I think we'll get filled back up before this happens because we evolved that other character. So we do not have room for Nibbo yet, but that just means we take you out and put you in. Okay, so now our front line is here. Our back line is here, and these are teleporters to go start assassinating everything on the screen. Hopefully that will mean that because the thing that gets me is that the support, by the time I get up here, the supports in some of these fights are going to be so many. Oh no. Oh no, they killed our defense. Okay, never mind. We're good. We're okay. Whew. I thought we were done for a moment there. All right. Okay, let's try this next one because it says it's an elite, and then we'll call it after that, and then I can go get this rendered and uploaded and all that good stuff. Hey, we'll actually buy that for this time. We have 192, which isn't really enough to do much. So we'll just start and we'll check this elite out. Oh, is that you, sir? No, it's you. Okay, so we want to get him. 2. Yeah, there he is. Let's take him out of the equation first. I think we're going to take him out of the equation too. I think if I do that, I can get past this fight, and that means this will be the farthest I've gone, and it'll give me a chance to see if it saves. Yeah, see those two guys plus that guy. Whew. There's some clutch work going on over there. So we did. We got past them. We got past my previous best. Ooh, I'll take that advanced seal. I think that's what we're going to take. We're going to go main menu. Okay, so perfect. It does say. All right, so this has been Yaoling Hearth Siege. This is a new game mode, about 2 weeks old for Yaoling. It is on sale currently in the Steam Creature Collector sale, which is actually one of the reasons that I did this video. And plus, I hadn't played it in a while, and I really wanted to. Beautiful art style, great game, super fun if you like creature collectors and don't mind the auto battle that part of it, or if you do like both, it's an amazing game for that. This new mode's really fun in itself, and like I said, there's a whole other, just so you know, like again, like there's a whole other like full-on RPG, like Pokemon style RPG with all kinds of stuff going on in its regular mode. So it's really cool that you get both modes here, and this is just a thing that they added. So thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this, I hope you come back for the next one. Again, if you wanted to pick this up, there will be a link to the Steam page in the description. And most of all, have a great day.